All right, my wife didn't even want to make this video because she says we don't have to explain ourselves, but I'm thinking if I'm looking at the outside and I don't know I don't know us, my wife and I, and I'm like questioning everything, I would want a logical answer. And so recently someone brought up this old video where my wife and I set up our own Secret Service visit, and we kind of made up the whole thing. I don't even remember when they visited us. It's probably 2 or 3, 4 years ago. I don't even remember when exactly, but they came out because I said that the president needs to be beheaded once he's convicted in a court of law because he's put out a forged birth certificate, and I volunteered to do it. Now that's once he's convicted in a court of law. They came and visited me at my front door, and my wife videotaped the whole thing. Well, this old video is resurfaced, and some people think, well, maybe could be some credibility to the fact that we set up the whole thing as some sort of fake Secret Service visit. Well, there's a very good reason for those who are accusing me of like answering the door before they even arrived to the door. My wife's standing right here, but they came and visited my house like 30 minutes before that actually happened. I think it was around 30 minutes to half an hour. And they talked to my wife standing on the front porch, and my wife talked to them from the upstairs window. And I wasn't at home. I was out and about. And so my wife called me on the phone, and I already knew that they had been to my front door when I came home. And when I saw them pull up, they actually followed me as I have a little road that leads into my addition. They were right behind me. And so when I pulled up in the back of my house to come into my house, I already knew what was going on. And so I didn't have to wait for them to knock on the door to even know what was about to happen. And that's why you saw my wife and I getting ready with a video camera before they even knocked on the door. So that's the reason some people accuse me of setting up my Secret Service visit because they said we opened the door before they even arrived. Anything you want to say, babe? Do you remember the agent's name or?
Yeah, it was Matthews, and we know when somebody's coming through the gate. We don't need to knock on the door.
Yeah, well, nowadays we have
a long driveway and we have dogs.
Yeah, nowadays we got lots of ways to tell when somebody's coming in. We have a very good security system, but in the event, for those of you, I can understand you asking that question. You know, why did you answer the door before they showed up? But my wife already called me on the phone. I was in the truck, and I saw them following me, and that's why it happened the way it did. And there's a very good reason for it. And that's
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.